Indian politics has always been a dynamic and unpredictable arena. However, the entry of Narendra Modi onto the national stage in 2014 undeniably marked a paradigm shift. Modi's charisma, coupled with his carefully crafted image as a strong and decisive leader, resonated deeply with a large section of the Indian populace. The 2024 general elections are poised to be a referendum not just on Modi's policies, but also on his enduring appeal and the brand of politics he represents. Modi's impact on Indian politics transcends traditional party lines. He has cultivated an image of a leader who is above the political fray, a pragmatic doer focused on development and national pride. This image has helped him connect with a new generation of aspirational Indians, particularly from the urban middle class, who see him as a symbol of progress and ambition. However, Modi's tenure has also been marked by concerns about rising intolerance, the erosion of democratic institutions, and a shrinking space for dissent. Critics argue that his emphasis on Hindu nationalism has led to a climate of fear and insecurity among minorities. As India prepares for the 2024 elections, the stakes are high. The outcome will determine not just the country's political trajectory, but also its social fabric and its place in the world. The question remains, will Modi's magic endure, or will India choose a different path? Narendra Modi's journey to the highest office in India is a testament to his political acumen and his ability to connect with the masses. From his humble beginnings as a tea seller in Gujarat, Modi rose through the ranks of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, the ideological parent of the Bharatiya Janata Party, honing his organizational skills and developing a deep understanding of grassroots politics. Modi's tenure as Chief Minister of Gujarat from 2001 to 2014 cemented his image as a pro-development leader. He spearheaded several initiatives aimed at boosting economic growth and attracting investment to the state. His supporters often point to Gujarat's economic performance under his leadership as proof of his administrative competence. However, Modi's time in Gujarat was also marred by the 2002 communal riots, which cast a long shadow on his political career. Though cleared of any wrongdoing by the courts, the riots remain a sensitive issue and a point of contention for his critics. Despite the controversies, Modi's national appeal continued to grow. He skillfully leveraged social media and technology to connect with voters, particularly the youth, bypassing traditional media outlets and reaching out directly to the electorate. This innovative approach to campaigning played a significant role in his landslide victory in the 2014 general elections. As India gears up for the 2024 general elections, the BJP under Narendra Modi's leadership is leaving no stone unturned in its quest for a third consecutive term. The party's campaign strategy is a potent mix of traditional strengths and innovative approaches, carefully calibrated to resonate with the Indian electorate. One of the cornerstones of the BJP's strategy is its focus on development and good governance. The party is highlighting the Modi government's achievements in infrastructure development, poverty alleviation, and social welfare schemes. The message is clear. Modi is a leader who delivers on his promises and can be trusted to lead India to a brighter future. The BJP's campaign machinery, oiled by a well-funded war chest and an army of dedicated volunteers, is working tirelessly to reach every nook and corner of the country. Rallies, public meetings, and door-to-door campaigns are being organized with military precision, ensuring maximum outreach and visibility. Social media continues to be a key battleground for the BJP. The party has a formidable presence on various platforms and is using them effectively to disseminate its message, counter criticism, and engage with voters, particularly the youth. Modi's personal charisma and his ability to connect with the masses through social media remain potent weapons in the BJP's arsenal. Another key aspect of the BJP's strategy is its focus on consolidating its core vote bank while making inroads into new demographics. The party is actively courting women, youth, and marginalized communities, promising them empowerment and a stake in India's growth story. Section 4. A fractured opposition. Can they offer a viable alternative? As Narendra Modi and the BJP gear up for the 2024 elections, the opposition parties find themselves at a crossroads. The challenge before them is daunting: to present a united front and a credible alternative to the Modi juggernaut. The opposition landscape in India is fragmented, with a multitude of regional parties and national players with often conflicting ideologies and agendas. The Congress party, once the dominant force in Indian politics, is struggling to regain its lost ground and provide effective leadership to the anti-BJP bloc. One of the biggest challenges facing the opposition is the lack of a cohesive narrative. While they have been vocal in their criticism of the Modi government's policies, they have struggled to articulate a clear and compelling vision for the future that can capture the imagination of the electorate. The opposition is also hampered by a lack of resources and organizational strength compared to the well-oiled BJP machinery. The BJP's deep pockets and its vast network of volunteers give it a significant advantage in reaching out to voters and mobilizing support. Despite the formidable challenges, there are glimmers of hope for the opposition. There is a growing sense of unease among some sections of society about the BJP's policies and its alleged attempts to stifle dissent. Economic anxieties, rising unemployment, and the plight of farmers are issues that the opposition can potentially leverage to its advantage. Section 5. Development versus dissent. The battle for India's soul. The 2024 Indian general election is more than just a contest for political power. It is a battle for the soul of India. It's a clash between competing visions of the nation's future with profound implications for its 1.4 billion citizens. On one hand, the incumbent BJP, led by Narendra Modi, campaigns on a platform of development and national security. They point to infrastructure projects, social welfare schemes, and a muscular foreign policy as evidence of their commitment to making India a global power. On the other hand, a fragmented opposition, grappling with internal divisions and a lack of a unified narrative, attempts to raise concerns about what they perceive as the BJP's attack on India's secular and democratic fabric. They highlight instances of intolerance, attacks on minorities, and curbs on freedom of speech as threats to the nation's soul. This election will determine whether India continues on its current trajectory of assertive Hindu nationalism or chooses a more inclusive path that embraces its diversity. The outcome will have far-reaching consequences for India's social fabric, its economy, and its standing in the world. Section 6. The global stage. Modi's India in a shifting world order. The 2024 Indian elections are being closely watched not just in India, but across the globe. The outcome will have significant implications for India's foreign policy and its place in the evolving world order. Under Narendra Modi, India has adopted a more assertive foreign policy, seeking to establish itself as a leading power on the global stage. Modi has cultivated close relationships with world leaders, actively engaging in multilateral forums and projecting India as a counterweight to China's growing influence. He has also strengthened India's defense capabilities and modernized its armed forces. A victory for Modi in 2024 would likely embolden this assertive foreign policy approach. India would continue to play a more proactive role in regional and global affairs, seeking strategic partnerships and asserting its interests on issues like trade, climate change, and security. However, a change in government could lead to a recalibration of India's foreign policy priorities. The opposition, while unlikely to abandon India's pursuit of strategic autonomy, might adopt a less confrontational approach and prioritize dialogue and diplomacy over hard power.